Hello, everyone. This is Michael for week 13 video response covering both chapters. So here we go. Okay, so after reading these chapters, I see that a interesting portrait is painted. A picture of a period in which artists are actively questioning what a musical could be and pushing the form to reflect the social and psychological complexities of the late 20th century. So, in our musicals, Chapter 8 describes how the 60s and 70s marked a decisive shift from linear narratives. So, instead of relying on a clear beginning, middle, and end structure, musicals began to focus on ideas, themes, and emotional states, and is now using these as the driving framework. Jones highlights company as a example in this reading. He talks about how it's a show structured around the concept of modern relationships rather than traditional plot. Scenes and songs don't follow a chronological order, but instead they operate as a snapshot of a central idea. Uh, Now, in chapter 13, it also echoes this same evolution, emphasizing how artists played with ideas rather than story, and how the concept musical is embracing fragmentation as a reflection of the changing world. This chapter also uses company as an anchor example. So both readings use anchor. Oh, I'm sorry, not anchor. Both of these readings use company to uh, ground, to root their basis in what they're trying to make, what the claim that they're trying to make. But anyway, um, chapter 13 uses company as an anchor example, showing how its structure, being episodic and nonlinear and centered on a theme rather than a story, is now the blueprint for a new kind of music. Showtime also points to works like The Chorus Line, where the frame of a dance audition becomes the concept, allowing character vignettes to drive the experience rather than a traditional plot. Both readings underline the role of Stephen Sondheim. Uh, Again, in one of my readings, I did some research and some reading on him, and he was definitely an innovator of this era. Um, he's portrayed as a central force pushing musical theater beyond conventional limits. His use of psychological complexity and song functioning, all of these things transform how musicals communicate meaning now. And in the reading, Showtime reinforces this by noting that Sondheim works demanded more from audience emotionally, intellectually, and structurally than earlier Broadway shows ever could have. So overall, the overall arching message from both of these readings that I came to a consensus on is that the concept musical represents a major artistic breakthrough. It redefines the boundaries of what a musical could explore. And I find that really fascinating when I think about musicals that are just out in the world now that we, as audience members, can watch and just learn and things. But anyway, I'm starting to get off the topic here. Uh, it redefines the boundaries of what a musical can explore, how they can be structured, and what kind of experience it can offer to the audience. So instead of them being driven primarily by plot or character arcs, these works, they're now driven by question, ideas, and commentary. And these things pave the way for the more socially conscious and emotionally complex musicals that continue to shape the genre today. So great reading, both chapters. Those are my thoughts.